Hey everybody, today we're going to do a battle between two different Rebels to see which one you should buy. Are you ready? Get ready. Hey everybody, this is Mark from Northwest Bourbon. Thank you for joining me. Today I've got two different bottles from Rebel, which is part of Lux Row Distillery, and I'm going to put them side by side and see which one I like better. The difference in price is considerable, considering one is literally twice the price as the other one. So let me show you what I'm working with. Alright, so I got the Distillers Collection. It is a single barrel offering. It is 56.5%, which makes it 113 proof. It says the barrel was filled in 2017, which if it got bottled in 2021, that means it's 4 years old. Rebel Distillers Collection, just ordered it online, came to my house like the next week, and it was 50 bucks. Now the Rebel 10 year, I also ordered online, and it was 100 bucks, and it's coming in at 100 proof, but it says the barrel was filled in 2009. So that means this 10 year is actually closer to 12 years old. So we're going to try these two side by side to see which one's actually better. I put 10 on the bottom of the 10 year, and I put DC on the bottom of the Distillers Collection. So after I mix them up, I'll be able to tell which one's which after the fact. Alright, got those both filled up. Let's grab the Turninator, mix those up. Hopefully these wisdom glasses aren't too big for this. Alright. So now I don't know which one is which. I'll just grab glass one and see what it does. Let's mix up this whiskey, get it agitated, get it spinning, get it dizzy. Look at that nice, it's just the color of honey. It's got a nice liquid honey color to it. Getting a lot of honey and cherry. A little bit of vanilla. Smells really sweet. Not very much ethanol forward. Not very much spices either. It smells rich and pleasant. It's a really good smelling bourbon. Lots of liquid cherry smell. See what glass 2 is like on the nose. Glass 2 almost looks a little bit darker, huh? This one smells like a fruit muffin. You got some baking spices. You got different types of fruit in there, like a mixed berry muffin. It smells a little bit creamier. Creamier is more like a texture, but it still smells creamier. But I'm not a scientist. It just smells creamier. With a little bit of honey, a little bit of wood. But just smells like delicious bourbon. Alright, I like that. I think I'm giving the nose to glass 2 already. Let's see how it does on the palate. Cheers. Ooh, lots of medicinal cherry with a little bit of maraschino cherry. Getting a little bit of a hug, not very much. There's a little bit of bitterness on the hug as well. Okay. Once my mouth got acclimated a little bit, second sip brings in a whole lot more flavors. A lot more honey, some wood char. There's some mixed fruits in there. Still a little bit of bitterness on the aftertaste, like in the very back of the palate after you swallow. But over and all, it's very pleasant. I like it. Let's get a quick rinse out. Always remember to hydrate. Alright, let's get into the palate of glass 2. Cheers. That one didn't have as much fruit on the palate on the first sip. It was mainly honey and wood. A little bit more drying on the cheeks. Like around the gum line, around the back of your molars. A little bit more drying in that part of your mouth. So round 1, I'm going to give the nose to glass 2, but give the palate to glass 1. I'm going to rinse out again and do another side by side. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that original. The nose on glass 2 is really good. It's really sweet and inviting. You know, with that mixed berry muffin thing going on that I was talking about. And the nose on glass 1 is just pleasant. It's just nice. It has a few different things going on with some, pie crust baking spices, some cherry and some wood and honey. But it doesn't have that, that ooh factor that the nose on glass 2 does. But the palate really shines on glass 1. It's got a much better balance, overall balance when it comes to the sweetness, the alcohol, the bitterness, the wood. All those different flavors come together so much better in glass 1 than they do in glass 2. Glass 2 is a little bit more all over the place. And so I'm going to declare glass 1 the winner, which is the 10-year. So the 10-year is the better drink, but the Distillers Collect is still really good. And now that I think about it, I could feel those extra 13 points of proof when I was talking about it drying the cheeks a little bit. But the bitterness on the back end, you could have been rounded out if it was aged just a little bit longer. So I definitely think the Rebel 10-year is a far superior drink than the Rebel Distillers Collect. So the winner is clear to me. Is the extra $50 worth it to you, is the question. Because you can get an almost as good of a drink and save $50 by getting the Distillers Collect. The Rebel 10-year is definitely one that I would say, if you can get it and you can afford it, it's a buy. It's delicious. If it's a little bit out of your price range, then go for the Distillers Collect. Or try to find a cask strength single barrel, because those are around $50 as well, and those vary greatly, single barrel, especially at that cask strength point, but they're worth it. Those are great. I did not compare one of these two to my single barrel pick, because you guys wouldn't be able to buy that one again, which you guys could go out and buy one of these ones. So I hope that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to leave you guys with a bad bourbon joke. What do I got in store for you today? All right, so an old war veteran is sitting in a bar, having a few drinks of bourbon, and then he notices what time it was. He should have been home hours ago. And so he tries to stand up and just falls right to the floor. And he's like, oh my goodness, I am drunker than I thought I was. And looks around, and it seems like nobody noticed. And he sees the bartender over there talking to somebody at the end of the bar. And so he tries to get back, get his legs under him again, and falls right down to the floor. It's like, oh man, I've got to sober up quick. My wife is going to kill me. Maybe I just need some fresh air. And so he army crawls out the door and sits there just against the wall outside the door. Breathe some fresh air. Okay, maybe I'm good. And he tries to lean against the wall and get himself up, and boom, he just falls right down again. And he's like, I need to get home, and I am wasted. You know what? I live just like a block away from here. I'm just going to army crawl home. And he just starts low crawling all the way home. He gets inside the door. He looks around. He doesn't see his wife out there, and he's like, all right, I'm going to tell the wife I just fell asleep watching TV on the couch. And he crawls up there, gets on the couch, and goes to sleep. Sure thing, first thing in the morning, his wife wakes him up, just angry as all get out, and like, what is wrong with you? You were at the bar drinking all night, weren't you? And he goes, oh no, I fell asleep watching TV. And he's, no, you didn't. The bartender called and said you left your wheelchair there again. There's a bad bourbon joke. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have anything that you want to see me review or anything that you're interested in, drop a comment below if you have anything you want to see. I do have a lot more on the roster coming up, and so look forward to more videos in the future. Remember, earn, protect, enjoy. Cheers.